Check out the brand new Theme Park Jack store through the link in the description. Hello there everyone and welcome back to another video and another one of these prediction podcast style video. However, with this one I am going to be putting a lot more photos in. I've got some Google Maps pictures in so I can show you where I'm talking about when I'm predicting these new rides, and I've got some ride POVs that I'm going to show you as well for the new rides that I am predicting. So yeah, it's a bit different this one, but I think it's better to be honest, and you guys have got something to watch while I'm talking. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about the future of Lightwater Valley. Now, I think the first thing we need to get out of the way is the fact that everyone keeps saying that Lightwater Valley is going to close down. I don't think it is. Now, Livingstone Leisure, the company that owns Lightwater Valley, they also own a theme park in Cornwall called Flambards, and like this bird park as well. They're actually making money at the minute. So yeah, so Lightwater Valley isn't actually losing money at all, it's making them money. Now, albeit not much, but yeah, they are making some money. So everyone is there saying, oh, you know, Lightwater Valley's, you know, it's about to close down. It's not. And, you know, all right at the minute, they haven't been investing in new rides for a while. And I think if they do continue to go down this path, then I don't think it will be long before they stop making money. Because at the end of the day, people do want to see new rides sometimes, and if they just keep not investing at all, then they're not going to be making money the way they are doing for much longer. But yeah, Lightwater Valley, it is a profitable theme park, and yeah, so please don't worry about Lightwater Valley closing down. I think it's highly unlikely that that's going to happen at the minute. I think theme parks that you should be worried about closing down are theme parks like Drayton Manor, who don't have, you know, who aren't part of a leisure group with like several other parks to prop them up. And parks like Drayton Manor, they're several £1 million in debt. They've not been making money for a few years now. They're the kind of places that are in trouble. So yeah, now that's out of the way, today we're going to be talking about some of the new things that I could see coming to Lightwater Valley in the future. And yeah, so before we get into it, I'm going to talk about some kind of improvements I'd make to the existing park as it is. Then I'm going to talk about some of the new attractions and developments that I'd add. So the first thing I'd do is just give the park a bit of TLC. Now, don't get me wrong, Lightwater Valley is a very beautiful park on a whole. I mean, you know, it's in the middle of the countryside, you know, lots of foresty areas, you know, nice fields to chill out on. You know, it is a very nice park. It doesn't need much TLC doing to it, but I think it does need a bit. For example, rides like the Falls of Terror, or now the Splash Falls that they're called, I give them a retheme into the pirate area that it's near. Maybe call it something like Shipwreck Falls. And yeah, just doing general rethemes and modernising like that. You know, obviously there's stuff like food huts and things that could do with a repaint, and some rides that could do with cleaning up a bit. Stuff like that I think they need to do. And I also think that they need to rebuild the Hungry Harbour eating area into a proper actual building rather than just the tent that it is at the minute. Because let's be honest, no one wants to eat the food inside a grubby tent. So those are the things that I'd do before I started. That's what I think they need to do. And I think there is probably a good chance it could happen. Other things I'd do is get rid of the travelling waltzer that's in the pirate area at the minute, and I'd replace that with something like one of them new generation Enterprises. I think that'd be a really nice fit. You could put that in there, and let's be honest, that would be very easy to give a pirate theme to. I'd also open up the farmyard section of the park a bit more, give Trauma Tower a retheme into something farm related. And yeah, I'd make it that you can walk down and see all the different animal pens now as well, and get some actual proper animals back in the place too. And yeah, I think that that's what they need to do. So that's what I'd do firstly before I started adding new rides to the park. And I'll be honest, none of those things that I've just said are that out there, to be honest. And I genuinely do believe, just remembering that Lightwater Valley is making money, that Livingstone Leisure could do some improvements like that to the park, and I don't think that is outside the realm of possibility at all. Now then, let's get on to what new rides I think the park could add. Now, the first thing is that they need an IP. In other words, like how Paulton's Park has Peppa Pig World, like how CBeebies Land is at Alton Towers, things like that. And they make theme parks a fortune because obviously, every kid wants to go to Peppa Pig World, see BB's Land, stuff like that. Yeah, and they get a big influx of new visitors with that, and basically it keeps them going. I mean, thanks to Peppa Pig World, Paulton's Park in Southampton has been absolutely transformed. So yeah, it's just something that needs to happen. Now, obviously, it's just something that is really perfect for the park in terms of making it money, because it just brings in so many new visitors, especially because it is aimed at a family market, that theme park. Something like that is perfect. So yeah, they need to come up with something like that. And I built it down near where the old Angry Birds activity park was. Obviously now that's just called Outdoor Play, so that's a bit boring. They could link that in. And bring in a brand new family themed area to like a TV show or something like that, and that will make them an absolute fortune. It would get so many new visitors into the park, and yeah, it would definitely be worth their while. So yeah, after they've made the millions off that, which believe you me, they will if they do something like that, I think they need to bring a new roller coaster into the park. Now, I think the perfect site is where the Twister roller coaster used to be, and the surrounding fields there as well, where the River Rapids currently is too. And what I do basically is I get rid of the River Rapids, I'd sell it, because with that being a transportable fairground ride, you could make quite a lot of money with that, because there will be some fairground companies and fairground showmen who would want to buy a ride like that, and it's got all the lighting on it and things. It's perfect to be on the fair circuit. So they could sell something like that and they could probably make £1 million from that alone already. That'd probably be pushing it a bit, but yeah, they could make quite a lot of money off it. They need rid of the Twister as well, obviously with the horrid accident that happened last year. I mean, that was absolutely devastating what happened, of course. They need rid of that, either scrap it or sell it on to somewhere else, whether that be a fairground or another theme park. But of course, safety checks need to be done on that first to make sure that it is safe in order to carry on, because that's the second accident that's had on that ride now. And I damn well hope that there's not any more, of course. So yeah, the safety of that ride needs to be looked into completely. I mean, there's plenty of Reverchon spinning coasters across the world just like the Twister. So yeah, clearly it's something that's up with that ride specifically, whether it's the way it used to be operated, the maintenance that's been done it, whatever it is, it needs to be looked into desperately in order to get that ride up to safety standards. But yeah, I'd get rid of both the Wild River Rapids and the Twister spinning coaster, and that opens up a big new area. Now, I'd give it a jungle theme, this brand new area, and I'd introduce a new wooden coaster. Now, what type of wooden coaster? I think one of those Gravity Group shuttle wooden coasters, like the one at ZDT's amusement park in Texas, is absolutely perfect. Now, these wooden coasters, basically of this size, they cost a few £1,000,000. If they do it one way, it goes backwards as well, then it'd be the first wooden coaster in Europe, to my knowledge, to go backwards. So obviously, they could make a fortune off that, advertising it. It'd be something exciting and something new for people to go and try. And the thing is with it as well, is if they do a layout similar to the one you're watching now, it's perfect for both families to go and ride, and it's also perfect for thrill seekers too. It's a family thrill coaster, meaning it'll attract everyone to the park. It's not just for thrill seekers, it's not just for families, everyone can ride it, and everyone will get a kick out of it, and everyone will enjoy it and find it exciting. So yeah, I think that is the perfect new ride, and it'd only cost a few £1,000,000, and it'll be absolutely perfect indeed. Give it a jungle theme, and I also think other new rides they could introduce in that area include something like maybe a new log flume ride. They could build that interacting with the wooden coaster. Now obviously, when you think log flume, you think expensive water ride. That doesn't have to be the case. Remember, like the new water ride that opened up at Energylandia in Poland a few years ago, that new log flume there, the gold mine log flume. I mean, if they open up something like that at Lightwater Valley, it won't cost much at all. And if they are opening a new family area as well, like I was talking about before, they could do a deal with the SBF Visa Group who make them, to kind of get some money off, but do like a multi-buy deal and buy a few different new rides. The next thing I'd do after that is move over to the dinosaur area where the Raptor Attack ride is. Now at the minute there isn't really any proper theming around there, and I don't think it would be that hard to do. I think the first thing they need to do is retheme the Eat and Treats building into a dinosaur restaurant. You know, they could put some animatronic dinosaurs inside, kind of next to you while you're eating, you know. And just like they've got a West Midlands Safari Park, the Dino Diner, that would be a perfect fit for sure. Now, they've got the Raptor Attack indoor coaster already. That's perfect, and I think that ride should keep on going. At the end of the day, it's exciting, it's something different, and people love it. It always gets a big queue. And yeah, there's plenty of Schwarzkopf coasters existing around the world, meaning that parts are still quite in plentiful supply for rides like that. And there are a few of their Wildcat coasters, just like Raptor Attack, still in operation too. So I don't think we need to worry about parts for now. Maybe in 10 or 15 years down the line we will. However, for the minute, I don't think there's an issue, and I think it's absolutely fine to carry on operating. Now, I think the Ultimate needs a bit of a retheme too, obviously keeping the Ultimate name. However, a while ago in the late 1990s, the Ultimate actually used to have kind of like a slogan that went with it, and it was the T-Rex of roller coasters, and I think they need to bring that back, and then they can theme it in with the dinosaur area. I mean, let's admit at the minute that station looks pretty drab, so they could like chuck a dinosaur head on the front of it and paint it up and everything. It would look really cool and fit in with that area very well. Apollo, their Starflyer ride, again, let's be honest, theming that in with dinosaurs, very easy. Could call it the Pterodactyl or the Velociraptor or something like that, and it would fit in place perfectly. And yeah, certainly a lot better than the existing Apollo ride currently does. That is, though, up to them on whether they actually decide to buy Apollo, because at the minute the park doesn't actually own it. I think they are actually just renting it at the minute. Oh, they certainly were a few years ago when they first got it. If that still is the case, then yeah, I think they need to make some decisions pretty quick about whether they buy it, or what I'd probably do is get rid of it and then bring in a brand new ride. Then you can kind of advertise a new ride rather than just, I mean, if they buy Apollo, you know, they can't exactly go and promote it because it's been there since 2016. So I might get short of that, and yeah, we could advertise a new ride with it, and that could be kind of a bit of a new appeal with that. And I'd also bring a new dinosaur walkthrough attraction like the one at West Midlands Safari Park. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please see the links in the descriptions to my Teespring shop, and also the information in regards to following me on social media. I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye now.